What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. I want to talk a little bit about money and finances. It's something that isn't talked about enough in our society today. And where we're at in 2020 right now, with how crazy things are, I think it needs to be talked about even more in depth, more explanations, more strategies, more plans, more ways that we can be secure in this ever-changing world of ours. So today, I'm going to talk about a few things that I did starting off. Very easy stuff to do so that you too can start saving money in 2020 and start becoming more financially secure and stable in your life. All right, so number one, you need to know where your money's going. This is something that sounds very obvious, and maybe some of you out there are already doing this, but for me, I didn't know where my money was going for a lot of years actually. I just kind of spent. I just kind of swiped my card, zoned off, and kept talking to my friends and just going about my life. And then, a couple days before pay period would show up, I wouldn't have any money left. And I'd just be sitting there going, I worked overtime and it's all gone. If that's ever happened to any of you guys, hit that like button, because I was doing that for years. It's one of those things that if you're not paying attention, things get out of hand really quickly. If you were sitting in your living room and two people came into your house or your apartment and just started picking stuff up and stuffing it in bags and walking out, you would probably notice that. But it's funny that we're basically sitting on the couch with a debit card, or maybe we have our number memorized, I know I do, and we're just online ordering stuff. And money's flying out that we were intending to save or to spend on something else. And then we look up later and we're like, where did all our money go? Someone robbed us. It was no, you were just sitting and bought $2,000 worth of stuff on Amazon because you were bored on your day off. I remember ordering something on Amazon at 4 p.m. on a Friday, and it was sitting on my doorstep at 8:30 a.m. the next morning. But people get kind of used to and addicted to that of they just start clicking on stuff, and then a few months goes by and you're getting packages. You don't even know what's in them anymore. There's a South Park episode about it. And I know people who do that. And then I asked them if they want to go out to dinner. And they're like, oh, sorry, I don't have any money for that. And it's well, maybe if you didn't spend $800 on Amazon in a weekend, you might be able to have a nice sit-down meal every once in a while. So number one, track where your money's going. It's 2020. This is easier than it's ever been before. There's apps out there. If you just type in budgeting app to any app store, whether you're on Android or Apple, there's Mint that I know people have used, EveryDollar people use. The list goes on forever. If you want to go old school, grab a sheet of paper and just look at your online banking and just write down where your money's going. If all of your spending goes on a debit card, it makes it a lot easier to keep track of because all of it's just in one spot. All of it is on your online banking. If your bank doesn't have online banking, get a different bank. There's really no excuse for you to not have updated information about where you're spending in this day and age. It just doesn't make sense. So number one, get one of those apps. And I'm not telling you to budget. The secret to budgeting is the first month, you don't. It's as easy as that. You just don't. What do I mean by that? So what I mean by don't budget is I want you to get an app. I want you to have some record of where your money's going. Don't really plan anything. Just go on with your life for 2 weeks or a month if you want to do 2 pay periods or if you want to just do month to month. And then look at that record and then add all the numbers up and realize where your money's going. What are your biggest expenses? What are the expenses that you have to pay for? And what are the expenses that you don't necessarily need but you end up spending lots of money on anyways? For me, it was eating out. It was food. It was gas stations. It was just every time I would stop throughout my workday. Being in the field, I'm out driving around town. I'd stop at a gas station. I'd go inside. I'd grab a Gatorade. I'd grab a candy bar or whatever it was. And then, a few hours later, it happens again. By the end of the month, I was spending $600 on stuff in gas stations that I didn't need. So that was something I could easily cut out of my budget and find more money in my paycheck to go towards savings, retirement, things that I actually wanted to buy, maintenance on my car, saving for when my car was gonna explode, because this is something that you can plan for. You don't know when something is going to happen that you're gonna need money for, but it's guaranteed that if you are breathing right now, you're gonna need money for something important, probably within the next 6 months to a year, depending on your lifestyle, what situation you're in. But it's one of those things where it's going to happen. So be prepared for it. So number one, get rid of some of that frivolous spending. Actually watch where your money's going. Number two kind of rides off the back of number one. Number two is look at that area, that you're cutting back on, and see if there's anything that you can do to make it just less expensive in general. This isn't just like, hey, stop spending money at gas stations. This would be things like, okay, do I really need that cable bill that I have? We all know that Game of Thrones is gone, so like, why would you have HBO anymore? But let's face it, some of us really do like entertainment. If you use it, then by all means keep it. I'm not telling you to turn into an Amish man, grow a beard out for 35 years, build your house without a single nail using only wooden pegs. Like, just get rid of HBO. If you don't watch Netflix very often, get rid of Netflix. If you have Netflix and Hulu, just pick one of them. You're not gonna die. Do it for a little bit of time. You start getting used to it. Watch more YouTube. You could watch my channel if you want. There's plenty of other channels you could watch out there. They're free. There are ways that you can start cutting out the excesses in maybe the entertainment area. Step one, figure out where your money's going and start reeling in the really excessive stuff. Step two is take a deeper dive into maybe the entertainment areas, if that's your next biggest expense. But just start looking at like, okay, if you like shopping, maybe instead of going to, I don't know what an expensive store is, Abercrombie & Fitch was big when I was in middle school, so I'll go with that. Instead of going there, maybe you could go to Costco and buy a bunch of t-shirts in bulk. Like, I buy white t-shirts from Costco and I've been doing it for years. No one really says anything. Maybe I don't look as good as the kid in Abercrombie & Fitch, but as a 30-year-old, I don't really care because the number in my bank account versus you wearing Abercrombie & Fitch, I'd rather be me. And I don't know about you, but when there's stuff going on like 2020's been going on and the unemployment rate was at the lowest it's ever been and then it went up to the highest it's ever been in a matter of weeks and no one knew it was coming, having a cushion in your bank account, having some money saved, and knowing that you can go without all of these things that everyone else is freaking out about right in the middle of an emergency versus being prepared for that emergency as much as you can be by just having some money set aside, knowing that you can go without entertainment for a while and still be totally okay and sane. There's really not a price you can put on that. So start thinking about your future a little bit more than you're thinking about your now, because a lot of times people get caught up in, I can order this on Amazon and it'll be here tomorrow. So just start being a little bit more aware of what's going on. That's the first big step that I want you to take. Be aware of the biggest things that you're spending money on and just actually track it. Know where it's going, understand where it is going, and maybe start thinking about where you rather it go instead of towards gas station food or shopping at H&M or buying a bunch of electronics that you don't actually need. All sorts of stuff. So with that, I'm going to close this video out. If you like this video, click like. I know this is simple, but for a lot of people, this is the first step into a larger world. Future videos, I'm going to go into a little bit more future-proofing, retirement kind of stuff, actual strategies that I use in my life and how much money I will spend in a given week, and like just how I cut corners and my end goals and how you can start getting excited about finances rather than like looking up at the end of the month and just worrying about having to maybe pick up extra hours or get a different job or missing payments on stuff because all your money's gone. So hopefully this helped you a little bit. If it did, leave a comment down below and we'll see you in the next video. Stay happy, stay healthy. See you next time.